Then today we'll start the new topic, that is division algorithm. So already in chapter 1, that is real number. In the real number we learned that is Euclid division lemma. What is Euclid division lemma? What is Euclid
to
division?
represent as to represent composite number as the product of prime numbers.
That is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. That is fundamental theorem of what is Euclid division lemma?
It is a proven statement to prove other statement.
That is only lemma. So we are starting the new concept, that is Euclid division algorithm for polynomials. So before that, tell me what is Euclid division lemma.
Sir, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainders.
Dividend equal to
Divisor into quotient plus remainders.
divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, that is. So in the sense, suppose if you are having two numbers A and B, then we'll divide the number A by B, then we'll get another two number Q and R. What is the condition for R there?
R is not equal to
Sir,
zeros.
R
In the sense, suppose if you are having number 7, this number 7 I am dividing by 3. 3 2 is 6, then 1 I'll get. So then you can write it as 7 is equal to 3 into 2 plus 1. So this is lemma. In the sense, suppose we have the number A, I am dividing it by B, B into Q, then we will get remainder R. So that is A is equal to BQ plus R. Correct. This is Euclid division lemma, where R is, it can be equal to 0 or it is less than B. Correct. R never be greater than the what it is, divisor. So it should not cross the divisor. So that is lemma. And similarly, now I'll take one polynomial P of x. This polynomial I am dividing by the another polynomial G of x. Division I am doing. So in that case, I'll get one polynomial here in place of quotient, that is Q of x. Then the remainder is R of x. Same thing it is. When you divide one polynomial by another polynomial G of x, then we'll get a quotient Q of x and another polynomial, that is R of x. Here R of x can equal to 0. The condition, how in lemma the condition was there, similarly here also the condition is there. R remainder can equal to 0, or degree of R of x should be less than degree of G of x. There we checked value. When you have taken B is equal to, A is equal to PQ plus R. So that time we checked R is greater than or equal to 0 but less than B. This condition we checked. But here R is equal to 0, or it can be degree of R of x is smaller than the degree of G of x. In the sense, suppose the degree of G of x is 3. If it is cubic polynomial, means x cube plus x plus 3 it is. Then the R of x degree should be, it can be 2, or it can be 1, or it can be 0, or it can be equal to 0. This is value these three are degrees. Remember. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we'll begin the concept that is Euclid division algorithm. So Euclid division algorithm in the sense how it is, if f of x and g of x are two polynomials with g of x is not equal to 0, divisor should not be 0. Divisor is not equal to 0. Then we can always find polynomials q of x and r of x such that when you divide f of x by g of x, then we'll get another two polynomial q of x and r of x. Is f of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r. So this is nothing but a is equal to bq plus r. Similarly, same thing it is. So where r is equal to 0, remainder can be 0. If it is not 0, then the degree of r of x, the degree of r of x is smaller than the degree of g of x. If it is greater than, still the division process continues. Suppose if it is degree of r of x is greater than the degree of g of x. If it is like this, it is greater than, then the division process continue. Division process continue there. So that you remember. And one more thing, if when you divide f of x by the polynomial g of x, you will get the quotient q of x and remainder you will get r of x. Suppose if it is equal to 0. If r of x is equal to 0, then the polynomial g of x means divisor. The polynomial g of x is what? Factor of polynomial f of x. For example, suppose 7 is there, I'll divide this 7 by 2, then 2 3s are 6, 1 I'll get. Now this is not equal to 0. If you get not equal to 0, then 2 is what? Not a factor of 7 it is. It is not a factor of 7. Suppose if you have taken 6, so 6, then I am dividing it by 2, 2 3s are 6, and remainder is 0 you got there. If the remainder is equal to 0, then 2 is what? Factor of 6. Is it clear? If remainder is 0
Yes, sir.
and g of x is factor of the polynomial f of x. Is it clear?
Yes.
Number 1. So divide the polynomial p of x by the polynomial g of x and find the quotient and remainder in each of the following. So first question, you need to do the division. So these are all things we learned in standard 9, so I'm not wasting much time here. So just we'll solve it. So g of x is x square minus 2. Using it as a divisor. So x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. So here x square is there. To get x cube, so this is x square, divisor the first term x square.
Yes, sir.
And to get x cube, what you need to multiply here?
X.
X.
X you need to multiply,
cube.
and then you will get x cube. Then afterwards x into minus 2, that is minus 2x. You'll write it in below the like term. So minus plus sign will change, then this is cancelled. So this minus 3x square as it is, 5x plus 2x, that is 7x. Okay. Then afterwards, minus 3 will take down. Now first term is 3x square minus 3x square, and here x square is there. To get minus 3x square, we need to multiply here minus 3. Then minus 3 will multiply, then it will become minus 3x square. And minus 2 into minus 3, that is plus 6. Correct. Then this is plus and this is minus. These two terms cancel. Then it is 7x minus 9. So 7x minus 9 you got now here. So just check what is the degree of g of x here.
2, sir.
The degree of g of x is 2, and the degree of this r of x. The degree of r of x is what?
1, sir.
The degree of r of x is 1. So it is smaller than the degree of g of x. The degree of r of x is smaller than the degree of g of x. So then you can stop the division process here. If it is greater, then still we need to continue the division process. So that is one thing. And here this is q of x quotient and this is r of x. They asked us to calculate quotient and remainder. So we found it. So after this, one more thing, just check the degree of q of x. Degree of q of x. What is the
1,
degree?
sir.
1, sir.
Yes, degree of q of x is 1 here. So 1, that is one shortcut here. How we can find out the degree of q of x, in the sense the degree of f of x, p of x. Degree of p of x minus the degree of g of x is equal to the degree of q of x, means 3 minus 2, that is 1. So here the degree of p of x is 3 and this is 2. So 3 minus 2, so this is 1. This is also one point you remember. The degree of p of x minus degree of g of x is equal to degree of q of x. So that is important, because while solving some examples, it required for us. Is it clear now? First question.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Any doubt? Any doubt here?
Sir. In the first step, sir, you took x, no, sir. In quotient, sir.
First chapter.
No, sir. In first step, sir.
Okay. This x.
Yes, sir. First you multiplied it with x square, sir. We got x cube, sir. And when you multiplied it with minus 2, sir, we should get in the second one, no, sir. Means it should be below minus 3x square.
Yes. Why I left gap here, in the sense here it is x square, but you will get minus 2 into x, will get only 2x. So when you are doing
Yes.
when you are doing subtraction here in the next step, we'll subtract only the like terms, correct? So for that reason, I kept this 2x under the like term 5x. So here I kept it blank. So that blank, in the sense 0 it is.
Yes.
Then minus 3x square plus 0, that is minus 3x square only. So next question. So just check the question, how it is. This is another type of question. Find all the zeros of the polynomial x raised to 4 plus x cube minus 34x square minus 4x plus 120. If two of its zeros are 2 and minus 2. So first observe which type of polynomial it is. X raised to 4 plus x cube minus 34x minus 4x. Which type of polynomial it is? Which type of polynomial?
Polynomial of degree 4.
Yes, polynomial of degree 4. This is a biquadratic. If it is biquadratic, how many zeros it will be having?
4, maximum 4.
Yes, maximum it will be having 4 zeros. Out of the 4 zeros, the 2 zeros they are given us. 2 and minus 2. These are the 2 zeros, correct? So using these 2 zeros, we need to calculate the remaining 2 zeros. Totally it will be having 4 zeros. In that 2 they given us, and remaining 2 we need to find out it. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So suppose 8 is a number. Now I am dividing it by 2. If you divide it by 2, then 2 4s are 8, then remainder I got 0. Then this 2 we are knowing. This is, we know that this is one factor. Then when you divide it, when you divide the given number by the first factor, then we'll get the second factor, that is 4. Are you understanding here?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you know the factor
sir.
of the one number, then you divide it. When you will do the division, will you get the another factor?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When you divide a number by its factor, suppose 27 is a number. Now we know that 3 is the factor of 27. So I'll divide 27 by 3, then 3 9s are 27. Now I got another factor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So similarly, now you divide this polynomial by its one factor. Then you'll get the another factor, correct? So if 2 is the 0 of the polynomial, then what are the factors? 2 and minus 2 are the 0 of the given polynomial. So I'll take let f of x is equal to x raised to 4 plus x cube minus 34 x square minus 4x plus 120. Since 2 and minus 2 are zeros of f of x, then what are the factors?
If we divide
X minus
2
2.
minus 2
and x minus
X
2.
and X plus 2, sir.
X minus 2 and x plus 2 are the factor. So we'll get 2 factor here. So from those 2 factor, if we divide this, the given polynomial, we'll get another factor. If we get another factor, then from there we can get another 2 zeros, correct? So therefore, x plus 2, we can write x minus 2 and x plus 2 are the factors of f of x, are the factors of f of x. So therefore, you can write x minus 2 into bracket x plus 2 is equal to what you can write. Now I am
X square
multiplying
minus 4.
x square minus 4. If these two are the factor of the given polynomial f of x, then x square minus 4 is also factor of f of x. So therefore, x square minus 4 is factor of f of x. So this is one factor. Now divide f of x by x square minus 4. I will do the division. X square minus 4. The given polynomial is x raised to 4 plus x cube minus 34 x square minus 4x plus 120. So here x raised to 4 and here x square. We required x square here. So this is x raised to 4 minus 4x square. So I'll write here below the like term minus 4x square will cancel, minus and plus. This is cancelled. So this is x cube minus 34 plus 4, that is minus 30x square, and minus 4x plus 120. So now this is x cube here and here x square. Then we require plus x. So then we'll get here x cube and x into minus 4, that is minus 4x. So this is minus and this is plus. So this is cancelled and this is also cancelled. So it is minus 30x square and plus 120. Next.
Minus
We
30.
can take minus 30.
Minus 30. So then it is minus 30.
Remainder is equal to 0.
Plus minus. Remainder is 0. Now you can write here that is therefore q of x is equal to x square plus x minus 30. This is q of x. So we will factorize it now. If you want to factorize in the sense 6 5s are 30. Minus 30 we required. So minus 5 plus 6. 6 minus 5, 1 it is. So x square plus 6x minus 5x minus 30. Common is here x plus 6 minus 5 is common, x plus 6. So this is equal to x plus 6 into bracket x minus 5 is equal to 0. Q of x equal to 0. I am taking it. So then what I can write? X plus 6 equal to 0 and x minus 5 equal to 0. X equal to minus 6 and x equal to 5. So therefore all the zeros are therefore all the zeros are first, these two are the first two zeros, 2 minus 2 minus 6 and 5. So these are the 4 zeros. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So on dividing the x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by polynomial g of x, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2. This is quotient q of x. And this is the remainder r of x, respectively. Find g of x. They said on dividing. On dividing in the sense, actually, we don't know g of x only to divide. But that only we need to find out here. So we know that the division algorithm. We know that the division algorithm, that is f of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Now fill the values here. F of x is what? X cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. G of x we are calculating, and q of x is what? X minus 2 plus a remainder r of x. So that is minus 2x plus 4. So this remainder part will bring it to LHS. It will become x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Minus 2x will become plus 2x plus 4 will become minus 4. So last 2 minutes is that, please join back. Another 10 minutes. then this is equal to g of x as it is and into x minus 2. So here it is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2x plus 3x and 2 minus 4 minus
minus
2 is equal to g of x is into x minus 2. Now this x minus 2 is multiplying with g of x. Then again you bring it to LHS. X cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 now is equal to g of x. Now you do the division in this case. In that case, divide that will x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 it is. Dividing it. So once you do the division, here remainder something will get. Whatever remainder will get, that remainder. Actually, remainder will get 0 only here. Then you'll here quotient will get. This quotient is nothing but g of x because you are written here. When you divide this polynomial by this, we'll get g of x. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is another type of example. There in exercise 2.3, the first main question is what? Divide, they said. After doing division, you need to write quotient and remainder, correct? So now in this question is what? Apply the division algorithm to find the quotient and remainder on dividing f of x and f of x by g of x. Means without doing division, we need to find out here quotient and remainder. In exercise 2.3, first main, with the help of division we have done. But now here, without doing division, we need to find out the quotient and remainder. So this quotient and remainder we need to find out without doing division. Apply division algorithm they mentioned. So algorithm only you need to mention and you need to do it there. So first we'll write the given polynomial, that is f of x. So f of x is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. So this is f of x. And this polynomial you are dividing by the g of x, that is x plus 2. So now you tell me what is the degree of f of x.
3, sir.
3.
Yes,
Three,
degree of f of x is 3 and degree of g of x
1.
1.
1.
1.
sir.
Okay. And then afterwards, we need to calculate quotient. So degree of q of x. What? Degree of q of x. What's unmute and tell
2, sir. 2, sir.
how?
3 minus 1.
Yes, 3 minus 1, that is 2. And yes, correct. And the degree of r of x. What it becomes degree of r of x? The degree of r of x will be always smaller than the degree of g of x. So degree of g of x is 1 here, then the degree of r of x is 0, correct? So now using this point, degree of q of x and degree of r of x, we need to find out the quotient and remainder. So let q of x is equal to, then q of x what it becomes? If the degree is 2, then which type of polynomial it is?
Quadratic, sir.
Quadratic, sir.
As it is quadratic polynomial. If it is quadratic polynomial, then we can write it as ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. Then in R of x, so remainder, if the remainder's degree is 0, if R of x degree is 0, then this is R of x is equal to a constant polynomial. So constant polynomial means k it is. Clear? So now take division algorithm. By division algorithm, f of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So this is division algorithm. So fill these all things, all the four polynomial, f of x, q of x, g of x, and r of x. Those all four you fill in this division algorithm. So f of x is equal to, that is x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6. And g of x is what? X plus 2. And q of x is ax square plus bx plus c. So that is ax square plus bx plus c and plus r of x, that is k. So this I'll keep as it is. This will multiply these two terms, binomial into trinomial. So x into ax square, that is ax cube, and x into bx, bx square, and x into c, that is cx, plus next ax square into 2, that is 2ax square, then 2 into bx, that is 2bx, and 2 into c, 2c plus k. So now what you can do, ax cube I'll keep as it is, plus plus what you can do, x square and x square. X square is common. So inside 2a plus b into bracket x square, and x and x. So inside 2b plus c into x, and remaining these two terms as it is constant. So here in LHS side, the thing is x cube minus 6 x square minus plus 11x minus 6. So now what we'll do, just to observe LHS and RHS there. In LHS also x cube and in RHS also x cube. So what we'll do, equating the coefficients of equating the coefficients of x cube, x square, x, and constant. So those all terms, coefficients will make equal. So once you make equal, then you can write x cube is equal to ax cube. So x cube cancelled. Then this a is equal to 1. Okay. So next x square term. So minus 6x square is equal to 2a plus b into bracket x square. So x square cancelled, then it is minus 6 is equal to 2 as it is. A means 1 here plus b. So minus 6 minus 2 is equal to b. Now b is equal to minus 8. B is equal to minus 8 we got. And next x and x, coefficients of x and x. So that is 11x is equal to 2b plus c into bracket x. So x cancelled. So it is 11 is equal to 2, b is minus 8 plus c. So then it is 11 minus 8 into 2, 16, minus 16. We'll bring it to LHS, it will become plus 16 is equal to c. So c is equal to 27. So the c is 27. Next, constant term, minus 6 is equal to 2c plus k. So minus 6, c means 27. So 2 into 27 plus k. So minus 6, this is 54. 27 2s are 54. We'll bring it to LHS, it will become minus 54 is equal to k. So k is equal to
minus 60, sir.
K is equal to minus 60. So now we got a value, b value, c value, and k value. So these all value will fill in this q of x and this r of x. Then we'll get remainder and quotient. Okay. So therefore, q of x is equal to, so that is ax square plus bx plus c. So a is 1, can write or leave it. So then it is x square. B is minus 8, then it will become minus 8x, and C is 27 plus 27. And R of x is equal to K. So R of x is equal to minus 60. So these are the quotient and remainder. Is it clear? How to find out the remainder and quotient without doing division. The important thing is what you need to identify first, the degree of this q of x. Degree of q of x you need to identify, and degree of r of x you need to identify. So once you find that, suppose the degree of g of x is 2. So degree of g of x is 2, then r of x degree you consider as 1. Don't take 2. So don't take 0 and 1. Consider only 1, that is 1 you need to consider of x. So here you need to give examples. Example for what? P of x, G of x, Q of x, and R of x. And those 4 should satisfy the division algorithm. They should satisfy the division algorithm. Division algorithm means f of x equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. They should satisfy this. Means if you fill in this all the terms, you should get LHS equal to RHS. And also degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. Both the degrees should be same. So like that examples you need to give. So degree of p of x in the sense you can take this dividend, and q of x is quotient. Both the degrees should be same. So like that examples is there are what you need to check and write there. So if degree of p of x and q of x, to make them equal, the divisor what you are taking means g of x. The g of x should be constant. Then only this first one is possible. Otherwise it is not possible. So what we'll do, let okay, first we'll write which is possible, which is possible only when g of x is constant. When g of x is constant, that time both the degrees will be same. P of x and q of x degrees will be same. So I'll consider one polynomial. You can consider any polynomial because here answer will be not same for all the examples, will be not same for all the students here. So let p of x is equal to, I'll consider 4x square plus 8x plus 12. So this polynomial I'm considering. And g of x I'll consider only 4. Why 4 in the sense? Because I mentioned here which is possible only when g of x is constant. So 4 I have taken. So then we'll do the division. I'll divide the given polynomial by 4. So 4 into x square, that is 4x square. So minus terms will get cancelled. Then next term plus 8x, right? 8x plus 12. Then 4 2s are 8 and the 2 into x, 4 into 2 into x. So 8x plus only 8x. So minus cancelled. Then 12 plus 3. 12 again minus, then 0 you got here. Okay. So here, just to check, this is the quotient. What is the degree of this quotient?
2, sir.
Degree of, yes, 2 it is. Then P of x, dividend. What is its degree?
2, sir.
That is also 2. So if you consider this example, the degree of P of x and degree of Q of x is 2 here. Clear? Both the degree will 2. Both the degrees are equal. So similarly, second one, degree of Q of x and R of x should be same. This Q of x and this R of x should be same there. So in that case, what I'll do, let same examples I'll give, just will modify something there. So let P of x is equal to 4x square plus 8x plus 15 I'll take. Instead of 12, I am taking 15 because the remainder will remain. Then g of x I'll consider, this term I'll consider g of x. X square plus 2x plus 3. Then we'll do the division. X square plus 2x plus 3. Then it is 4x square plus 8x plus 15. So if you do the division there, so x square into 4x, x square, it is 4. So 4x square, 4 2s are 8x, 4 3s are 12. So minus, 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 cancelled, cancelled, and remainder is 3 there. Okay. Now what is the degree of this quotient Q of x? Degree. Degree is what?
0, sir.
Degree is 0.
0, sir.
And what about this remainder degree?
0, sir.
Remainder degree is also 0. So both the degrees are equal now. They didn't mention you should take 0 only, you should take 4 only, like that. But both should be equal. So we made equal there. Degree of quotient is 0 and degree of quotient remainder is also 0. Clear it is? You can take any other polynomial also, you can try it. And similarly, the question number 3. The question number 3 is what? The degree of R of x should be 0. Degree of R of x should be 0 in the sense now already we got here 0, correct? The degree we got here 0. So if you got degree here 0 in the sense, then this question only you can do here. Same as second one. So that only you can do it. Because already you got 0 here. No question. Any question here? Just you need to give example. You can give some different example also. It is not compulsory that you should give only this example. You can give any other example also. You can take this screenshot. While for only 2 questions, we need to send homework again. You can take screenshot and write in your classwork this question, and that also I'll show you. Have you taken?
Yes, sir.
Okay.